Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another GT Sport drift setup. This time round it's another requested one, and it's actually come down from Keithy Wonder. Now they got in contact on the community driftage and asked if I could do an 88 Supra drift tune. As always, I'm happy to help, and this is a car that I'd previously tried to do quite some time ago, to be honest, and never had much luck with. So it has taken me a while to come up with this setup. It's definitely not an easy car to use by any means, and it's certainly one that I wouldn't tackle if you haven't been doing it for a little while now. It's one of those cars that whatever you seem to do to it, it never feels quite exactly how you want it. But the setup I'm going to give you today is, like I say, something I've worked hard at. I can now drift this car very consistently, but it has taken a little bit of practice, so don't expect this one to go right on the first lap you take it out. Like I say, the setup that I'm about to give you will work really well as a base. Everyone has a different style on GT Sport when it comes to drifting, so just play around with it and get it how you want it. But ultimately, this is a really good place to start. And like I say, with a bit of practice, I think it will come to you anyway. Just before I take you over to the setup, if I can ask you to just quickly give the video a like, it's really helping me when you do. I'm getting a fantastic like ratio on the channel, and I always like seeing how many these videos get. Use the comment section, just like Keithy did for this video, to let me know if there's anything you'd like to see a drift setup for within the game. Also, if there's any other games you'd like to see me playing in the future. And if you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe. There is content like this coming out all the time. What I'll do now is take you straight over to the build where I could explain this tune a little bit better. So with this Supra, like I say, it's taken a lot of work, and you're going to notice a lot of differences here between my normal builds and what I've actually done here. All of these have been done because I just could not get this car to feel right without it. But like I say, working together with everything I've got here, it seems okay, and I think you're going to get along fine with it. Now, power level I've taken to level 4 there, and I've raised it to 200%, not all the way to the 212, which gives you 533 bhp, and that seems to be working really well. Weight reduction wise, I have dropped this as far as you can go. The car is very heavy. Even with that all the way down, it still comes out at 1300 kilograms, and it still feels heavy and like it wants to continue through the corners sometimes when you don't want it to. But that is as low as you can take it, and I've tried to counteract that with a few other bits which you'll see in a minute. Traction control is set to 0. Now I've got comfort hard tyres on the front and mediums on the rear. Again, felt necessary, otherwise the car seemed to like to get away from you a little bit. Brake balance with this one is set to -4, and again that's quite important to get the car into an oversteer situation, certainly when you're coming in at high speed. Ride height is set to 80 on the front and 115 on the rear. The frequency is set to 2 and 2. I've got the anti-roll bars there set on the front at 7 and 4 on the rear. The compression is 60, 60, 90 and 90. I haven't touched any of that and it seems to be okay. Camber angle on the front is set to 3 and 1.2 on the rear. I've got the front set out at 0.3 and the rear in 0.6. Downforce you can't adjust with this build. The differential is set to 10, 40 and 20. I think that's standard, but I can't remember. Just check with yours. And transmission wise, I've set to fully customised. I've got the max speed set to 180 miles per hour. And you might just want to take a look at these numbers because I have a feeling I've extended gear 3, but I can't actually remember now. But just check those numbers against yours and adjust as you need to. That should be everything you need to get out there and start enjoying the 88 Supra. I hope you enjoy the build as much as I am. Like I say, a lot of work has gone into this, but at the same time, if you feel like you need to adapt it, please do. And also, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. Like always, what I'll do now is just leave you with a little bit more footage of me messing around with this car, and I'll see you all on the next one.
Stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on 2 separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis responses to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound, impossible to obtain in a monaural recorder.